Lynn and Andrew and Jan, come on down.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Lynn Turvey, and I'm the president. There we go. I'm the president, and I really hope you will join us for our annual general meeting after the service. It's supposed to start at 11:45. Yeah. Okay. And we will have some snacks put out for you, to take away some of the growlies. We don't want any hangry people at the AGM. So I think we're going to have the AGM before the shopping. Yes. Yes, and Andrew can speak to that. But anyway, so the AGM right after the service. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Andrew Mills, he, him, and after the AGM, we will open for sales again. It is half price day for all our members. Everything in there that you see, half the price posted, and we are looking to try to raise about another $500. So get your cards and credit cards out. We're looking to sell as much as we possibly can today. And if any able-bodied people can give us a hand, we have the wooden garage sale signs that are back in the vestry here that need to go back up top. So anybody that can give us a hand with that after would be great. We'll do that after the AGM. Oh, and let me tell you, there is a super sale on books that is $1 a bag. So if you can fill a bag with books, we'll take a donation of $1 for that, please. So $1 a bag for books. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Jan McMillan. We are going to have our wonderful concert for Chorealis gathering here. Gordon Ritchie's compositions, all his, and he will play the harp next Saturday night, 7:30. And bring your friends and come for a wonderful concert here next Saturday. Oh yes, she does. Sorry, Sue has some tickets left over still, so get them fast. Well, there will be a reception after the service, after the concert.
Thank you. Yes, we could also make use of a couple volunteers too, someone to take tickets and somebody to maybe help with a bit of setup for the reception. So if you're able to do that, please connect with Jan as well. Which brings me to something I want to acknowledge this morning. It happens under the radar all the time in this community, but in the last couple weeks especially, there have been a lot of people who have put in an unimaginable number of hours to get the garage sale set up, to sort all the treasures and have them priced, to do the cashiering and the cooking and the cleaning and the sorting and the everything that goes with the garage sale, to get the concert ready, to host events here. It has just been a really active and busy time for the community, and I just want to give a general thanks to everyone who's made that happen. It's been an unbelievable and wonderful pitching in of time and talent, and it's so appreciated. And with that, we will begin our service with a prelude. I would like to invite Jeff Bazance down to kindle our chalice, please. And as Jeff does that, I'll read words from Francis Koziar. May we light the chalice this morning to remind us of the power and beauty of balance and contrast. It is the darkness that can make the flame of a single candle so powerful, and light that deepens the shadows in return. A chalice flame is the meeting point, the union of the refuge, safety, and incredible beauty of darkness, and the warmth, the assurance, and the joy of light. May this act of lighting our chalice this morning remind us that we are stronger together in all our complexities and disagreements of relationship because we are different and because we are one.
Good morning, everyone. Our first reading this morning is by Karen G. Johnston. It's called Constellations of Our Lives. Humans make maps of stars, choosing some stars, ignoring others, to project our imaginations onto the heavens. These maps shift over time, across cultures. Names change for the same assemblage of bright points: Drinking Gourd, Big Dipper, Plow, Lost Hunters, Saptarishi. Humans make constellations by connecting stars. Humans make meaning by connecting stories. Stories to story, to narrative, to stories. Some bright, some blaze bright, some are faint. Most are backdrop to the great and mundane human unfolding. Let us imagine the stories of our lives as starry universe above our heads. We are leaders in this congregation, and we are tasked and trusted to draw constellations in this, our beloved, small universe. May the stories we connect draw constellations that reflect a shared ministry that calls out the best in all of us. Our opening hymn this morning is 1000, found in the Teal book. If you're following along with the music, the hymn books are available at the back of the sanctuary. Hymn number 1000, Morning Has Come. The text will be appearing on the screen behind me for those who are with us online. The text will be coming up on your screens too. We invite you to sing along with us too. So for us here in the sanctuary, I invite you to rise as you are willing and able as we join in singing hymn number 1000, Morning Has Come.
Our next reading is from Laura Horton Ludwig. You get to hear me attempt Italian. If any of you speak Italian, just forgive me now. It is a beautiful reading, though. It's called Our Desire is a Gift from the Stars. The word desire comes from the Latin desiderare, to long for. But the Latin comes from decidere, from the stars. I find this extraordinary, to think that somehow our desire, our longing, is connected to the very stars in the sky. The stars which share their light with us across such impossible distances of time and space. The poets might say our desire is a gift from the stars and is ultimately for them, and the beauty and the mystery and the creative fire and energy of which they are for us a sign. I'm reminded of the very last line of Dante's Divine Comedy. Dante, the great medieval poet, guided by his love for the human Beatrice. In his imagination, his longing and his love lead him on a great journey all the way to paradise and to a final vision of love which moves and connects all things. L'amor che muove il sole e la strella, the love that moves the sun and the other stars. This love that moves the sun and the stars is with you too, body and spirit, and with everything and everyone. If we can live out that, the rest of our life will take care of itself. I invite you now to sing about stars. It's going to be hymn number 363, Alleluia, Sang Stars. It's short, so we're going to have Gordon play it through once because it's been a little while since we've sung this one, and then we're going to sing it twice through.
Our community here at UCE is entirely self-governing and self-supporting. One of the privileges of our free church tradition is to provide all the financial support for our many ministries from among ourselves. Generosity, therefore, is one of the spiritual values we recognize as central to our personal and institutional well-being. In addition to supporting this church community, we also make a monthly commitment beyond our walls. One half of the unidentified cash received is given to an outside organization. For the month of May, we are sharing our abundance with YES, Youth Empowerment and Support Services. And as the ushers collect the offering, I would like to tell you a little bit about this particular organization. Youth Empowerment and Support Services is a 24/7 single point of access to immediate and low barrier physical, mental, cultural, and emotional health supports, and a safe place to stay for youth aged 15 to 25 who are experiencing crisis in the Edmonton metro area. And I'd like to quote from their website. Throughout our 43 years, and I found that really quite wonderful. I didn't realize that they had been going for so long, 43 years. Yes has embraced the spirit of evolution and continuous improvement to be able to provide youth with the help they need, when they need it, and where they need it. We have transformed from an overnight emergency shelter to a collaborative partner in a community of youth care, leveraging more than 30 youth agencies. One of the things that has stayed constant over those 43 years is to provide positive impacts on youth, but it's done so when we all work together. Thank you so much for continuing to advocate for youth. For those who are with us online, you're encouraged to go to the YESS website to make a donation. And so we thank you for your generosity and your support. With our time, our talents, and our money, we support the work of this community and the Unitarian Universalist tradition. Please remain seated as we receive the offering and sing together, "From You I Receive." Our next reading is by Gary Kowalski, someone that I've selected his text quite often. I'm quite fond of his work. This is a piece that Karen found. It's called Solstice. Night has its own kind of beauty, different from the beauty of day. Night is a time of sleep and dreams and inward visions, a time to pause within activity. Darkness is an invitation to imagining and storytelling, and to use our ears instead of eyes to listen to the world in its stillness. Darkness is a den of life in germination, and darkness is a portal of death that opens to eternity, the mystery of all time past and endless time to come. At the center of our being there is light and there is darkness, the known and the unknown, the named and the nameless, the finite and the infinite. Light and dark are different, but not opposed to each other. Like a mother and father, they are friends with one another and with us. And so at this time, I invite you to bring a little bit more light into our world. We take time to light candles to acknowledge everything that's going in, not only our personal lives, but the lives of those around us. For those who are with us online, I invite you to write your thoughts, your prayers, your wishes, your joys, your concerns in the chat. And for those of you here in the sanctuary, we have candle station on either side. And at this time, if there's something on your heart, a thought, I invite you to come forward to light a candle. I offer you these words by Kathleen McTeague. May the light around us guide our footsteps and hold us fast to the best and the most righteous that we seek. May the darkness around us nurture our dreams and give us rest so that we may give ourselves to the work of the world. We have another hymn for you now, one that, again, some of you may not be that familiar with. So I'm going to ask Karen to play it through once, and then invite you to rise as you're willing and able as we sing hymn number 381, For All That Swells Below the Stars, hymn number 381.
From the sound of it, there wasn't anybody who didn't know that tune. Have you ever stopped to really look at the night sky? Even in the city, on a clear night, you can still catch a glimpse of that vast twinkling expanse, and each tiny spark, each star, burning in its own light across unimaginable distances. This morning, our readings have invited us to think about these stars not just as distant suns, but as ideas. Ideas that flicker within us, within our community. And just as we look up and see patterns, constellations formed by connecting those individual lights, we as a congregation weave together our own constellation of shared meaning and purpose. Think about the contrasts in our lives: light and dark, joy and sorrow, life and death. We need one to truly appreciate the other. As our chalice lighting beautifully expressed, it's the darkness that makes the flame of even a single candle so powerful. And in turn, it's the light that brings out the shadows. So this interplay of opposites isn't just about what is, but it's also about what could be. Reality, even with all its complexities and sometimes pretty harsh edges, doesn't diminish our imagination, it sharpens it. Knowing the limitations, knowing the challenges, actually makes our dreams more vivid, sometimes more urgent. Sometimes it motivates us. So our imagination then helps us to reach for something beyond what we currently see. I think lots of you have probably heard the Norman Vincent Peale quote of "shoot for the moon, and even if you fail, you'll land amongst the stars." Well, that striving, that reaching, that leaping, that's vital. It's that engine that drives us forward, both as individuals and as a community. And this brings us to our future, our shared future as a Unitarian Universalist community here in Edmonton. Karen Johnston's words this morning reminded us that humans make constellation by connecting stars, and humans make meaning by connecting stories. So as leaders, which all of us are in this congregation, each of us hold our unique stars, our unique sparks, our values, our passions, our hopes. We're all tasked and trusted to draw constellations in this, our universe. The board and the governance advisory team, of which I'm a member, have been talking about the need for UCE to have a new strategic plan, to figure out how best to allocate our time, our energy, our resources. We need to imagine our shared future together. What kind of constellation will we create? What stories will we connect? Will they be stories of deeper connection, of bolder action, of a more just and compassionate world? These conversations, these ideas have got my imagination wheels turning. And the Laura Horton Ludwig reading reminded us that our desire is a gift from the stars. That longing within us, that yearning for something more, it's not just random. It's connected to the vastness of our universe, to the potential that we see that's out there. If you've ever been out in a dark spot, probably the country, maybe Elk Island Park, at night, laid on your back and just looked up, it's amazing and so humbling at the same time to know that you are a small speck of something so vast and so great, but that you're also connected to it. And this community is very much the same. And so what will our stories be? As we move through this week and the weeks that follow, I invite you to consider the stars within you and the stars around you and how they might be connected. How might you connect your star with others in UCE and with the wider community? What constellations will we draw together that reflect our shared aspiration, that calls out the very best of us, that makes it urgent and motivating to reach for a little bit more? Let's practice that future here together right now. To give that a little bit of thought, I'm going to invite you into a time of meditation. We've got something that's a little bit different that we haven't done for a while. It's a guided meditation. And so I'm going to ask you to put a little trust in me. Feel the safety around you with your neighbors. And use your imaginations. For me, it helps to close my eyes and take a couple deep breaths. Feel that support in the back of your chair, or lay on the floor if you're at home, or lay on the floor if you're here, if that's comfortable. Whatever lets you sort of let go of all the anxieties and the worries and frees you to just be for a minute. So I invite you to imagine you're holding a ball of light. It might be a glass ball reflecting the sun, not too hot, just warm and comforting to your touch. It might be a beach ball, light and airy, or any other ball you can imagine. As your body is comfortable, and as you breathe in, raise that ball to the sky, toward the sun. And imagine your ball absorbing the warmth and the light of the sun. It's warm, it's cozy, it's comforting. The next time you breathe out, lower your ball down to your belly, soaking in all that beautiful warmth and light. Once more, as you breathe in, raise your ball to the sky, toward the moon and the stars this time. A cool and quiet night sky, stars glowing in the vastness of space. And imagine your ball absorbing that coolness, the quiet of night. One last time as you breathe in, raise your ball to the sky towards all the planets and solar systems and galaxies out in the vast and beautiful universe. Imagine your ball connected to that vastness, absorbing the mystery and the beauty of space. And as you exhale, lower your ball to your belly, soak in the mystery and the beauty of the universe. And think in gratitude for this day, for this earth, for this community, and for this life. Blessed be, and amen. I invite you to stay in silence for a few moments, and then we'll have a choral response.
Well, our dear Karen, I think, finds the coolest readings. This one is by Stacy Elza. It's called An Elemental Blessing. May your kindness abound like hydrogen, which fuels every star and is the most plentiful element in the universe. May your generosity refresh like oxygen, which burns in every candle flame, falls in every raindrop, and exhaled in the great, slow sigh of every forest. May your love endure like bismuth, which could radiate energy for 20 billion years and only be half depleted, but whose iridescent crystals are safe enough to hold. And may your strength persist like carbon, which has enabled all life our solar system knows, has known, or will ever know. From diplodocuses to dandelions, from blue-green algae to blue whales, and from the katydids that cling to branches and chirp through the night, to the kale that clings to life aboard the International Space Station and hurtles through the silent, endless night of outer space. We have another hymn for you, hymn number 1015, found in the teal soft-colored hymn books. I invite you to rise as you're willing and able as we join in singing hymn number 1015, I Know I Can. Yes. Oh, if you are following the hymn books, verses 1, 2, and 4 only. Hymn 1015. I would like to invite Jeff back down to extinguish our chalice this morning. This is a piece called Let There Be Light. It's by Andrew Paluca. Let there be light. The light of joy, the light of happiness, the light of contentment. May it illuminate our paths and fill our lives with peace. And let there be dark. For it is from our dark places that we are brought forward, tried and tested and impelled toward growth. It is in these places that we realize compassion and learn to love. And there was day, and there was night, and there was joy, and there was sorrow. And it was good. Thank you, Jeff. I'd like to tell you briefly about this next song. Some of you may remember Gay Bazance. I remember her very fondly. When she died, I went to Jeff, her husband, and asked if there was a particular author that she liked. And so he gave me one of her books, a book of poetry by Langston Hughes, someone that I'm quite familiar with. Well, it took a long time. I read through the book. There was one particular tune that resonated with me. And eventually, finally, this music was documented and notes put on paper. And so this morning, the choir offers you, for the first time, Stars, text by Langston Hughes, dedicated to the memory of Gay Bazance. thank you for being with us this morning. For all of you online, thank you for being with us. Know that you are with us as well. And so, as we go forward with light in our hearts to share with a world that needs what we have, let us rise and sing together our closing song. Join hands if you are willing and able, and sing together, Carry the Flame of Peace and Love until we meet again.